Let's do a market reading on Bitcoin because I think Bitcoin is doing some fairly interesting stuff. What can we see? We can see we are actually still making higher highs and higher lows. Highs, highs, highs. This one, we lost it just a little bit, but that's the only recent low that we grabbed liquidity from. What is making me a little bit scared? The fact that we had the opportunity to go below this low and we didn't. The price stopped just before it. What is that making me think? That's making me think this could very simply just be a range. We just went up to the top side and then went back in, and we're actually in a large, big range. So nothing is actually happening, which is fairly boring. What is this making me say? What am I thinking now? Well, we're currently trading at the point of control. Okay, as you can see right now, it's exactly where we are. We keep on breaking it up, down, up, down, up, down. Taking trades from the point of control is not always the best thing. We did, okay, I am going to admit I was going to take a trade exactly there, because it was a Fibonacci retracement from this recent low. We had a fair value gap right there. It was going to be a decent trade, and I'm still holding this trade. It hasn't hit my stop loss yet. But ideally, my favorite trade would be if we make it to the value area low. That is where I would really like to go for a long. I would go for a long with quite a lot more capital than I've gone for a short right there. So back to what I was saying, I think we had the chance to go below a recent low, grab some liquidity, and we haven't, which just basically means that there is still a chance for the price of Bitcoin to just push back up. Back up to where? Back up to $69,000, $70,000. That's where I think Bitcoin still has a chance of going. If it doesn't go there, then we know the next target is going to be grabbing all of this liquidity, which it hasn't done yet. Also worth noting, this evening we do have got some Federal Reserve information. They are going to have a little speech of theirs, which is probably going to bring us some volatility. In theory, what would be great would be to just see the price go down. We are already inside a short position. It is already starting to move down a little bit. So just in case, what I'm personally going to do is I'm going to put my trade on break even now, so that I'm no longer at risk. If for whatever reason we get brilliant news, the price rockets up and we keep on going up, perfect, fine. What area is going to be super bullish for Bitcoin? Fairly simple. It's going to be the value area high, because it's a massive, massive resistance. We've got all of these recent highs. So what is the plan? Plan number one is going to be holding our short position, which we are currently in now. Ideally, take profit going to be 61,100 more or less. Second scenario that could happen is we get completely stopped out, and that's absolutely fine, because that means we are going to be going to higher targets. As soon as we cross the barrier of 65,500, if we cross that and start closing 4 hourly or even 1 hourly candles above that, that is fairly bullish, because then this means we just went back down, gathered some more strength, and then we were ready for the next push up. Okay? I've also right now just turned on our indicators to which you have got access to using the link in the descriptions box completely for free, which will take you to our Telegram, where you can send a message to our support team and tell them you want access to them. You can get these for free, and that's how I'm going to carry on with this market reading, with this market analysis. This was the trade that we went in yesterday. It was a 1 hourly fair value gap, as well as a 2 hourly fair value gap, which is right there when it loads. Now, what is making me think we're still not really doing much? The fact that the exponential moving average, which is this gray line, okay, is not being respected at all. We keep on breaking it up, we keep on breaking it down. We are not respecting it one bit. If you have watched my course, which you can also get access to using the link in the descriptions box, completely for free, you will know why an exponential moving average is useless, absolutely useless in a sideways range. Having said that, the trade is starting to move in our favor. This fair value gap at this point in time looks like it's still kind of holding, and the Fibonacci that we traced from this push down is also holding. Those things are things that usually should not work in a sideways range. Therefore, if this trade also gets stopped out, if it doesn't work out, then this just confirms the thing that we are still inside the range. We're not either in an uptrend, in a downtrend, we are nothing, because fair value gaps, exponential moving averages, and Fibonacci retracements are still being useless. Okay, another thing that we could do right now to see where the price could go off next, we can see we've got on the value area low, we've got a 1 hourly fair value gap, which is mapped out by this, okay, which is mapped out by this little green rectangle right there. And then on top of that, if I now trace a Fibonacci retracement, we can see the exact same thing, which is that a 0.618 level lands in this whole area. That's why 60 to 61,000 is going to be an area where I want to look for a long. I am going to be looking for a long there. Where am I going to be looking for my short? Well, we can do basically the exact same thing. I'm going to turn on my multi-time frame fair value gaps to the 1 day time frame, and then I'm going to maybe delete some stuff so that it stops getting so messy. And you're going to see we've actually got a combination of things here. Let me go on the 4 hourly time frame so it's easier. We've got a combination. What is this combination? We've got a daily fair value gap within a 4 hourly fair value gap. That's quite interesting. Why? Because it's also basically where we have the 0.5 level. Let me just make things a little bit easier to see. Let me hide this so that I can trace my Fibonacci a bit better. Now, there we go. This on there, and then this one on the very edge. 0.5 level is landing at 70,249. It's inside our daily fair value gap. That's a fairly interesting thing. Now, if we move back over to the 1 hourly time frame, what else can we see? Another daily gap. Okay, just above the one which is on the 0.5 level, which is actually on the 0.618. Therefore, okay, if for whatever reason we get mega bullish news, this would be the first target, which, like I was saying, I think last week, this is a target a lot of people are looking at. Bitcoin doesn't really like to do the most obvious thing, as you can see right now. Therefore, am I going to take a trade here? Absolutely, yes. Am I also potentially looking for a trade if we make it there? Yes, because it's also a high probability area. Another thing that we can do now, just to make things even nicer, is, yes, you guessed it, another volume profile. Why? Because it's gonna give us a bit more of a bigger picture sort of view. Important thing to note is we have got the value area high, which is this blue line right there, literally in the middle of the 0.618. That, looking purely only and only at volume profiles, okay, if I looked at nothing else, not even our indicators that we spend 5 years creating, nothing else, I could very easily tell you, if we reclaim this point of control, and even if we go above these recent highs, we would be going in theory to the value area high, which is the 0.618 level. Now, because we have got other information, because I'm not a terrorist, and because I am very well aware we are in a bear market, this is not my first choice. This is not the first area where I'm like, yeah, it has to go there, whether it likes it or not. The area where I do think we are likely to get some sort of retest at some point is going to be the 0.5 level. $69,000 to $70,000, I think, is going to be fairly interesting. If this gets lost, that's absolutely fine. This is my next area. Value area high. We've got a bunch of pivot points, which you can see is these little blue thingies. Okay, it was a massive support, which turned into a resistance, which turned into a support, which we broke. Therefore, it would make sense if it's now a resistance. That's my point of view on Bitcoin. It's been basically the same. I don't change my analysis unless major things happen. And if nothing major happens, I still stick with my own stuff. Okay. Having said that, I want to thank you very much for watching. One very final point, just because it just looks very simple, very clear now. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, lower high, lower low, lower high. If our trade actually works out, it's just going to be a perfect staircase. It's just going to be the definition, the picture of an uptrend against a downtrend. We are currently still holding our short position right now. Therefore, we should be losing the recent low of 62,700 today. We should also be claiming this low right there and eventually claim all of these down there. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for another daily market update. Bye bye.